While out to lunch, I met a strange priestess/magician. Later, I learned that this young girl was being held captive within Misawa Prep School. The sorcerer's style basically ordered me to come with him to retrieve her. Everything seemed normal inside the school, until...
That's no robot. It's a corpse.
Corpse?
Probably one of the Knights of the Roman Catholic Church. Judging by this, I'd say they've been wiped out.
Why'd he die?
This school is a battlefield, and dying's pretty much what happens on a battlefield. It's not surprising.
Why is everyone here acting like it didn't even happen?
Megami, wait for me!
She just walked right through it.
There are two sides, heads and tails, like a coin. We're in the same place as they are, but there's a barrier between us. The students are on the head side, and they can't see people on the tail side like us. And while we can see them, we can't interfere with them in any way. Don't bother. The only way to bring the barrier down is to eliminate the core of the sorcery that made it. I'll bet the core itself is located somewhere outside the barrier. This death gives us another reason to fight.
Why can't we take the elevator instead of hauling ourselves up all these stairs?
We're on the tail side, remember? And the button to call the elevator is over on the head side.
I wonder how cell phone calls work then.
Huh?
Nothing really. I was just curious whether or not a call made from this side would make it through to the other side.
Well then, why don't you give it a try?
I think I will. Wow, awesome greeting. Have you used a phone before? Or just this once?
Hey, hold on! That sounds like Toma's voice. What is it? What could be so important that you would use a cellular phone, a device known to cause brain tumors, depression, and decreased mental function?
It's nothing major.
Oh, by the way, there were 2 servings of lasagna in the refrigerator. Did one belong to you?
Why? Did you eat both of them?
There was some pudding sitting in there with the lasagna, too.
Was? Don't tell me.
You ate all that too, didn't you? Admit it!
It's okay. Anyway, I was just checking cell reception. I gotta go.
Huh?
Oh, one more thing. They say every minute you spend on the phone decreases your life expectancy. What? Is there something wrong?
Oh, no. I was just thinking that you seem to be awfully relaxed. I mean, here we are in enemy territory, and almost the first thing you do is start chatting up a girl. I don't really care if that ego of yours ends up being the death of you. You can get yourself killed for all I care. But I don't want you dragging me down with you. Got it?
Jealous, are we?
Don't be ridiculous. I've already explained to you the nature of my relationship with Index. I'd think you, of all people, would understand. Just think about it. She's lived for years in a body that would be destroyed without regular memory erasure. There have been a number of people in her life who were in the same place as you. Over the years, these people have tried to play various roles for her. Father, brother, friend, teacher. I tried once and failed. Then you tried and ended up saving her. That's all. That's the only difference there is between you and me.
He's wrong. I'm not the one who saved Index anymore. I'm not the person she wants. He disappeared when I lost my memory.
Isn't that dress just the worst? Yeah, it totally is.
This is my first time seeing a scientific cult, but it seems pretty normal, huh?
Want to stop by on the way?
I was expecting to see life-size pictures of the founder on display.
Doesn't give off a battlefield vibe to me.
Well, that's a bit odd. There's nothing to worry about. Remember, we're on different sides of the coin. There's no way they can see us.
The Seraph's wings shine with a brilliant light.
In the whiteness of the radiant light, all guilt will be exposed.
The whiteness is a symbol of purity. Purification requires action. Action is the present and the future. The future is time. Time
We
is
seem to have tripped an alarm.
Uniformity is all.
They should be
All is
prevented
present.
from even seeing us because of the barrier.
The past
Something's
is the
alerted
cause,
them to
the
our
cause
presence.
is immutable. Guilt is the province of humanity. Humans fear guilt, though to experience such fear is a sin. Sin is a virus that destroys the cell. You may try to hide your sin, but if anything vile lies within you, the light of the Seraph's wings will expose it for all around you to see. It will be expelled from within.
Okay, Imagine Breaker. Looks like you're up.
Hey, wait! Great.
Why are you running? Your right hand was strong enough to protect you from dragon's breath, but instead of using it to defend yourself, you're showing them your back?
You don't really have room to talk here. Anyway, did you see how many of them there are? I can't fight all of them with one hand.
Yeah, fine. But with a Gregorian choir after us, we need to figure something out quickly.
It would help if I knew what this choir thingy was.
I'll summarize. Essentially, it's a big spell formed by the voices of 3,333 monks in a holy shrine.
Can a bunch of people chanting nonsense do anything that would hurt us?
It sure can, but it doesn't work unless every person in the choir is speaking the exact same words at the exact same time. We have to find whatever it is that keeps them all synchronized. I do have one thing up my sleeve for a situation such as this.
Great, then use it already.
All right.
What was that for?
Sorry, you drew the short straw.
Flames will punish those who are guilty. Purgatory is the realm of the purifying flame. Purgatory was created to burn sin from the sinner. Only a purified soul may pass through the gates of heaven. Pain is necessary for purification. Pain is an affirmation.
Stop talking!
Affirmation
Can't you see what's
is the
happening to you?
piece
You've
of
got
the
cuts
self.
all over your body!
The inner piece of the self joins the external world in a harmonious...
What's going on? What in the world just happened?
I have to hand it to him. The alchemist is one twisted individual. Instead of doing the dirty work himself, he lets these students bloody their hands.
Naturally. I knew that by using a replica of the Gregorian choir, I could lure you to the core from wherever you had been hiding. Obviously, I expected someone else to be with you. Oh well, I suppose the choir must have swallowed up your plucky sidekick.
Unfortunately for you, he's tougher than you give him credit for. Now then, the great Aureolus Izzard has lured me into his lair. Why am I here, alchemist? What do you want from me?
A little first aid and she'll be fine.
Really?
Because only the capillaries were severed, the damage is not as extensive as it might appear. It would be far worse than this if her arteries had been cut.
How do you know? It's not like you're a doctor.
I know more than most when it comes to the circulatory system. You'll need to help me.
Not cool.
Collect yourself. It is just a medical procedure.
So what do you think, Sphinx? Where did our Toma run off to today? There was some pudding sitting in there with the lasagna, too.
Was? Don't tell me.
You ate all that too, didn't you? Admit it!
It's okay.
Something's wrong. Toma reacted way too calmly. He would never be that okay with me eating his pudding. Why are these runes here?
We're all done for now, at least.
You did a pretty incredible job with her. Are you sure that you haven't had any medical training before?
It's not about training.
Huh? Then how did you...
I told you before, I'm a magician.
Yeah, I know. But I haven't seen you do any magic.
Then let me show you something. Here. See this? It's my magic wand.
That's a police baton!
The latest model.
Put it away! Stop kidding around. We need to call an ambulance for her.
You should do that.
It's more complicated than that. You need to get out of here, too. Aren't you tired of being cooped up in this place? Let's go get some fresh air.
Actually, I have a plan of my own. And it doesn't involve getting out of this building. What I need to do requires me to stay here. Or rather, it requires me to stay with the alchemist, and for now that means being in this school.
Really? But isn't this place the headquarters for some crazy cult?
That was before Aureolus took things over here. I'm not a prisoner. I stay inside because I do not wish to venture out. When I go out into the world, I run the risk of attracting them.
So you're telling me you're going to stay hidden in here forever because you don't want the vampires to detect you? That doesn't sound like much of a life.
Tell me something. Do you know what vampires are like? They're no different. Vampires are no different from normal people. They laugh, they sing, they love. They make sacrifices for the good of others. My blood is unusual. It has a sweet aroma that attracts vampires. It rounds them up, draws them in, and kills them. It's the same every time. It kills everyone, always, without exception. Academy City is a hub of supernatural activity. I thought I could find someone here to understand my power. And then once it was understood, I hoped it could be taken from me. But in the end, the solution that I sought wasn't here. I don't want to cause any more death. If it comes down to it, I've decided I will kill myself before taking another life.
That's so. Then explain something. If you're so worried about the effects of your power, then why did you go out to eat earlier?
Simple. The reason Aureolus needs me is because he wants to attract vampires. And if I remain inside the barrier he created, I cannot draw them out as he wishes me to.
Okay, but doesn't doing that for him go completely against your objective in all this?
Aureolus made a promise to me. He said he wouldn't harm any vampires that came for me. He said that he didn't need to. He just needed the vampire's power, because there was somebody who he needed to help. That's why I'm working with him. Instead of killing, my power is helping. That's the way I want it to be.
It's never going to work. Even if he is the kind of person you say he is. This is a mistake that's gone way too far. If things continue like this, before much longer there will be no turning back.
Perhaps, but why would I wish to turn back from the path I have chosen?
Has he been listening?
I've been here longer than you think, and I'm nearer than you imagine. Naturally, in their ignorance, some lesser minds will doubt the plans I've made.
Damn you!
You will come no closer, and your fist will hit nothing but air.
Oh, yeah? What happened? How did you do that?
Now, I find your company lacking. Time to go.
No!
Are you crazy? If she has enough power to kill vampires, what else can she do?
When push comes to shove, you still rely on the power of your deep blood, which implies you do not wish to give it up. If you cling to it, how are you any different from me?
I'm not a killer. This boy didn't even know what deep blood meant. He isn't here because of that. He only came today to rescue a stranger he met over lunch. Tell me, Aureolus, what is your true goal? Do you intend to take an innocent person's life because he inconvenienced you? If you're the type of man who would do something like that, then our arrangement will end here and now. I have already made it clear to you that I am not afraid to die if necessary.
Very well. I cannot afford to waste more of my time anyway. Don't be afraid, I have no intention of killing you. You will forget everything that has transpired here.
This is it. The trail of magical power leading from the ruins ends abruptly right here.
Where am I?
Judging by the fact that you're still here, I'm gonna guess that we're in Japan. I have the disturbing feeling that I've forgotten something important. Know what I mean? Well, if it really is important, I'm sure we'll remember it eventually.
Do you really think so?
You will forget everything.
I want to show you something. It's a little trick I know that will make you feel better in no time.
Home remedies are Kanzaki's specialty. I think I'll just ask her about it later on.
Just close your eyes and then stick out your tongue.
What?
See? This is for using me as a decoy so your cowardly butt can run away!
There's a barrier in place here to keep intruders from getting away after they've entered.
Hello.
Who's there?
You don't remember? No, I don't suppose you would have any memory of the name Aureolus Iser. Well, that is for the best. I consider it good fortune. Now sleep.
Hey, those look like the corpse from earlier.
The surviving knights of the Roman Catholic Church.
Commence the attack, men!
The Gregorian choir. Huh? A real Gregorian choir, not like the alchemist's replica.
Wait, I'm confused. You said it took lots of people for one of those choir things.
Right now, there are probably 3,333 congregants offering up prayer in the Vatican Basilica.
Revelation chapter 8, verse 7. The first angel sounded and there followed hail and fire mixed with blood. Hear once more the trumpet call of the first angel!
That light! What are these guys doing?
It's a holy hex bombardment.
You're attacking it? But Himagami is still in there, not to mention all those other students.
It's breaking apart.
It's going back up.
Ars Magna.
Ars Magna?
It's the true power of Aureolus Iser, and that's what we're ultimately going up against.
What are you doing here, Sphinx? Don't tell me. Damn, thought so. This is part of Index's robes. Everyone wants a piece of Index, including this alchemist. When he shows the full strength of his power, it's going to shake the very foundation of the city. Next time, Deep Blood. When science and magic cross paths, a story is born.